Paul, reflections of after Saturday must be a pleasing weekend for you.
I was delighted with the performance. You know, the results will always come on the back of good performances, but you know, to play such a strong side at home with a free score and to limit them in the game when you look back to, you know, not many chances. You know, not many of the players deserve all the credit. It was a good training week. It's always nice to have that much time to prepare. You feel like you can prepare properly. Probably the total opposite of now what we get into, but that's the championship and that's what it brings. So all in all, a really good, pleasing weekend for us, and you know, as the famous saying is, we go again. It
must give you great belief that you can beat a team like that, a team that's favourites to go up.
No, I don't think so. I think in my time at the club now, the lads have produced enough wins in big games for me to believe that no matter what. That belief will be in me no matter what run we're on or who we play. I think when you look back on the 16, 18 months to date, we've won some big games at home. You know, West Ham's, Bournemouth's, Man City's. You know, these are big teams that have been the DW. So the games don't hold no fear. It's playing as well as the lads can, and the belief in what we're doing, that's most important. We believe if we can, you know, replicate performances, then results can probably be the same. But it's not as easy as people think to replicate the performances. You've got to have an intensity of work, greater desire. There's so many boxes to tick. You know, along the way, sometimes in football, if you look at Preston the week before, how many of them boxes did we tick? Not enough. And when you don't tick the boxes, you certainly won't win football games. So, like most teams, it's the challenge is consistency. It's what we seek from, you know, players and squads and teams. And it can be the hardest part of the game.
The home form's been terrific since you came in. That must be pleasing. And what do you put that down to?
Well, I know what the next question is, don't I? Hey, you've let me in well there, haven't you? Let's give him a little bit of sweets and some candy and then we'll hit him. Well, let's discuss the away form. That's the most important thing. Listen, it is what it is. I know where you're going. You know, what do we put the away form down to? We don't know. We prepare as well as we can. We do the right things. The lads turn up and, you know, unfortunately for us, we do feel QPR, Norwich, Aston Villa, they've all been losses. Have we really deserved to lose at them places? Not for me. So that can happen. It's margins. People always speak about it now, and the managers do regularly. The margins are very small. We've got the margins right at home. Do we need to improve them away from home? For sure we do. Is that as easy as people think? No. These teams that you travel to are strong. They all have good. You look at Millwall, for example, fantastic home record. You know, it's not as easy as people think, but you can only prepare well, give the lads the information, and then it's down to the players.
Talking about Millwall, I mean, they come into the game off the back of a disappointing result at the weekend. What have you made of their start to the season?
Again, it's not easy for me to speak about clubs, especially when you don't have first-hand experience of playing them, stroke everything else. You know, what you can speak about is the heights Millwall hit last year, for sure, which was phenomenal. I think it was 20-something games unbeaten, which is phenomenal. And obviously for his Neil and his players, then it's trying to recapture what they were doing. It's an unforgiving league. I think if you look at Saturday's game at Reading, they didn't deserve to lose the game in any shape or form, so the 3-1 scoreline is totally wrong. But that's football and that's what it brings. Neil and his staff will be doing their utmost to get the lads back on the correct pathway for Millwall Football Club. You know, to go to Millwall at any given time, as people know, it's never ever easy. It doesn't matter where Millwall are in the league, what run they're on, whatever. To win at the Den is a very tough place. Millwall's home record this year is fantastic. Neil and his staff will be trying their best to get the lads back into the mould that had them where they were last year. They will do that for sure. It is a very unforgiving place to win football games.
Yeah, I think I had about 24 shots on goal at the weekend. I guess the defence will be key. Concentration again will be key.
It's football. Neil's very experienced. He's a top manager. He'll be telling his lads to replicate what you're doing and everything will be okay. The last team to go to the Den was Aston Villa. They got beat 2-1. Neil and his staff know exactly what they're doing. The team have a style of play which suits Millwall Football Club, and they'll be fine. Tomorrow night is as difficult a test as we could have, and we're well prepared for that.
Gary Roberts had a standout display at the weekend. Is Tuesday maybe too soon in terms of his recovering time for the game?
I think Thursday would be too soon, wouldn't it? No, it is what it is. You know, we picked a team, and the team have done well at the weekend, and moods are different, camps are different. Everything changes on the result in football today, and that's not right. That's not the way to run football clubs. Football clubs is about repetition in what you do, and belief in what you do. You know, people go on about philosophies and different stuff now. People want to win football games along the way to have a nice philosophy or a good style of play. It's always good, but it's about winning games. The margins are small. You know, our lads have done great on Saturday because we've won. You know, and that's the reality of it. Now we've got to go to Millwall, travel today, prepare as well as we can, and have another tough championship game
We'll then travel back, going into another tough championship. That's what this league's about. So just consistency with what you're doing and keep believing in what you're doing is key.
And squad-wise, any injury concerns going into the game at all?
Like everyone, we've got a couple of bumps and bruises, but nothing dramatic, nothing where it would result in players missing the games. We come off the back of a 2-week break, we go into another little bank of fixtures quick, and you know, Rapid's right in here, and you know, it is what the league brings. So no, we're okay player-wise in relation to Saturday. Obviously the longer term injuries are what they are, and we're looking forward to the game.